Hello and welcome to the Humble Seer. So this is workplace situation. So we're going to talk about the workplace. So for those of you who work, this is for you. Okay. So we're going to find out what's going on in your workplace and, maybe some solutions. We'll talk about solutions for this reading. So let's get a tarot card just to establish your workplace. Like, what is your workplace? What is the story of the workplace that you're currently in? Oh, okay. The Wheel of Fortune. And the wheel in your workplace is turning in your favor. That's beautiful. So your workplace, can sometimes be chaotic. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of moving parts. You're torn and you're pulled in different places to go into different places. Okay, that card wanted to come out. We're going to show that in a moment. But it's still good. It might be chaotic. It might be unpredictable. It might even work your last nerve. But I'm getting you're fortunate and blessed to have it. And so I guess the moral of this story is to keep going in this place, because if you leave, you're not going to have what you need. And what you need is to pay your bills, right? Because that's what a job is all about. A job is about paying your bills. But here's the thing. This job that you're in that may be chaotic, that may work your last nerve, it pays your bills. It does everything beautifully. And I get that there will be room to advance. So you're in a place that is, it's up and down. You don't know from day to day what's happening. You just don't know. You don't know. It's unpredictable, your environment. And you are, just trying to roll with it. This may be a job that you've been at for 4 years. It may be a job that you have only been at for a couple of months. It doesn't matter. It's just the workplace. It's your job. It's where you work currently. Okay, let's get some keywords to see what else we can glean. Okay, we're going to take 4 to get a better understanding of this workplace, okay? I get that, with management isn't necessarily that engaged. That's just what I'm getting. They're not, in some instances, you may have never even met your manager. Okay, that's not for everybody, obviously. In some cases you have. But I get that your manager, it's like minimal interaction. And for some, it's none. Okay. Now, these are workplace dynamics that you're dealing with. So we have bye, Felicia, peacing out, thank you, next, leaving, and not caring. And this is your attitude, at least for the moment. You really want to get out. You want to leave. You want to say bye, Felicia. That's just a saying. But as it relates to this reading, you just want to close the door. You just want to get out. You want to say peace out. But I'm telling you, stay put. Okay. Now we have repo. Okay, repo. Default on payments, financially incapable, repossessed assets. Okay, so I'm not trying to scare you, okay, but the bottom line is if you turn your back on what you're doing currently, you could face obstacles. It's not likely to be a repossession. That's for a very small few of you. But the moral of this story, again, is to stay where you're at. Keep going. Okay, we have cuffing season. And this is interesting. Cuffing season. Okay, it says single and ready to mingle, ready for a relationship and on the hunt. Now, on the thumbnail of this video, you have a forbidden love. And I get that for some of you, there is love, interest in your work environment. There are several people that you could potentially date. Just be careful. I won't say it's forbidden. In some instances, it's not forbidden at all. In some instances, you don't, for some people listening to this, you might be an Uber driver or a FedEx or UPS driver, something like that, where you're in and out, but you encounter the same people on your route and you're developing, relationship feelings for people, right? Or they're developing it for you, okay? Yeah, you can be tempted by somebody in your workplace. I'm going to pull some more of these. And the moral of the story is, if you want to continue to have that wheel of fortune where that fortune is, the wheel turns, it's turned, it stays in your favor. As long as you stay where you're at is what I'm getting. As long as you don't give up. And this is for people that want to give up. This is not for people that are in a job that they enjoy. This is about, an environment that you don't think is conducive for growth, but it will fool you. That will fool you. You just need to stay put. I'm getting the April time frame. Let's get some more of these cards to tell more of the story in your workplace. What else can we tell our viewer about their workplace? If they're here, if they're still in this reading, what else do they need to know? Okay, we have tiptoeing. This is interesting. Okay, tiptoeing. Avoiding getting caught acting shady, sneaking around. Now, I don't get this being you. I get that there are people in the organization that are, just not making the best decisions. Things that you frown on. You're like, why is this happening? Why are they doing this? But they're not necessarily avoiding getting caught because they're still doing it. So I guess they are avoiding it. They're still doing whatever it is that they're doing. Okay, now we're back to love. My boo. Official status, exclusive relationships, seeing each other openly. I feel like for some people, this is coming, in that work environment where you're allowed to date, it's not an issue, especially for those, that example that I gave earlier about, you travel from place to place. That's just an example. It's basically, you don't have a home per se. You don't have an office. You move about. Okay, you have somebody that you can call your boo, that you will call your boo. Now, for those that are in a work environment where that's frowned upon, is forbidden, I would steer clear. Don't do it. Okay, so that's 2 messages. Okay, squad. Now, for some, and the squad card says reconciliation, soul tribe, and close friends. I get that you have really great relationships with people in your workplace. It might be chaotic, but there are people that you go into the workplace and you enjoy seeing them. They're your squad. They're your people. Let's close out with another oracle card and see what else the story wants to tell us. So basically in this reading, it opens with the Wheel of Fortune. You're at this job because it pays your bills and you're having a difficult time really finding the joy in the work. Well, who said you had to love what you do? As long as it, like this card is showing us, it's paying the bills. Because sometimes that's all that a job is going to do. It's all it's meant to do. So maybe if you're not enjoying it, you should consider finding a hobby, something that you love to do that brings you joy. So when you leave this workplace, this environment that may be chaotic or tough, you go to a sanctuary or you go to a place that you love, or you do a thing that you love, and it cancels all of this out. And I get that that would be beneficial for a lot of people that are listening to this because, you don't really like what you do. But I also get that this job environment, this place that you're at, has room for growth. Okay, let's close out with another tarot card. And let's see what that wants to tell us as it relates to this whole story. Oh, the Lovers. Okay, now this has a lot of meaning. This card has a lot of meaning. Okay, we're going to go back. There's somebody in the workplace that it's a mutual like. It's a mutual, actually, love. But you haven't established anything with this person. But you know there is love because this is the Lover's card. You know there's love. You know there's deep, deep love going on. And I see you establishing some sort of relationship with this person for many of you. Now, if it's not a love relationship, or if it is, but it's forbidden in the workplace and you need to steer clear of it, well, that's tough and that's a little unfair, right? You'll do with that what you will. But for others, your job the place that you're at has the potential to have that lover energy. Something that you love to do, you love to go into. Now, here's what's interesting. It could be both, right? Where you love to go into the workplace because your lover is there, right? So I'm going to leave it there. It's actually quite beautiful, and you just really have to use your discernment. But remember, this job is here for you to make money, to pay bills. And I get if you stick around, you'll continue to make more money. It's up to you. So thank you so much for stopping by The Humble Seer. As always, you take good care, and we will talk soon. Bye.